It's the Gitty Gang Show on Cigar Nation TV. It's the Gitty Gang Show on Cigar Nation TV. And we're coming to you live from CB Gitty. It's the Gitty Gang Show.
Gitty Gang Show.
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 It's the Gitty Gang Show on Cigar Box Nation TV. Hey, welcome back to the Gitty Gang Show here for episode 92. Of course, I've got Mr. Glenn Watt to my right, your left, and Nick Lanciano behind the producer's desk over there. Not currently visible on screen, but trust us, he's there, because if he wasn't, we wouldn't be here.
It's true.
It's true. So, been another good week. Hopefully you've been having a good week. Today, of course, what is today?
$5 Friday.
Well, it's also the first day of summer. I should give him more of a hint there before I throw. But yes, first day of summer, June 21st, and being Friday, it is $5 Friday. I just want to say that we're working on getting your comments up here. Discovered right like seconds before we went live.
Always last minute.
About 8 million updates need to be installed on our iPad here, but we trust you're out there. Just as you can trust that we'll try to be here every Friday at 2. Now, last week, Glenn, all three of us actually went on a little road trip on Saturday up to Naples, Maine. Beautiful Naples, Maine, right on Long Lake. I'd like to record a show very near Sebago Lake. There was a little controversy about that last week. Quite close to Sebago.
Very.
Anyway, it was the first annual, the inaugural, if you will, Maine Cigar Box Guitar Festival, organized by our good buddy Marty Tauber. Glenn did a lovely write-up about it in this week's CB Gitty newsletter. I don't know if you saw this week's Gitty newsletter, went out yesterday. Assembled, written, and otherwise polished up by our own Glenn Watt.
Yeah, so you'll notice there's a mistake right in the headline. I was like, oh, glad we published that.
Yeah, my proofreading is.
Hey,
you know, it's DIY everything around here. You learn from it and you move on. But yes, nice write up. We're also going to be sharing a few photos and videos, I believe, here during the show. Video. Something's happening. They were Marty was nice enough at the end of the event to have an open stage, open jam portion, and Glenn, Nick, and I jumped up there. Nick sang a couple. Yeah. I sang one or two. Glenn
stood in the back.
Glenned around on the bass there. And one of Marty, not this bass. That was one Marty built. So awesome day meeting John Matrician and Burton Philbrick and Jeffrey Ross and Steve Richard and Fat Knuckle Freddie and
Todd Phillips.
Who's that? Todd Phillips was there, and
all the way down from Canada.
Mr. Zelke there. What was Mr. Zelke? Chuck Zelke. Yeah, it was a good day meeting all the people. There we got everybody out there.
Even Marty got up there and sang one.
Yeah, Marty jumped up there. All sorts of good stuff happened. Shaq Collins out there. Jimbo Burt.
Roll Tide.
Keith Rierick. Good to see y'all. Yes. So, couple of videos, couple of songs. Actually, that we're going to attempt today, Glenn and I, of a little more challenging nature than most of the nice, slow, underhand balls that we try to, take a swing at. This one, these are a little, and one of them at least, very beloved by people who enjoy and love Southern rock, Southern rock and roll. It's an anthem of such, so we know that if we screw it up,
we'll hear about it.
We got a lot of good friends out there.
Probably just lose you in general.
They're gone. They're out. Screw it.
But
to heck with these
rest
guys.
assured, we put in a solid 20 minutes of practice.
Actually, we practiced these more than we've practiced most anything recently. I ain't gonna lie. So, I see Dar still about out there. Good to see you. I saw she had a go at a 6-stringer recently. Took a little. Glenn had the video go, and it's like just rock, like distortion, and I was like, what the hell's he listening to now? I was like, oh, that's
had a nice drop D tuning to start, and then
buddy,
went to standard, but yeah, good stuff.
So let's get this out of the way. Today is $5 Friday. 5 products from the CB Gitty catalog, marked down, some of them significantly, like from $7.50 down to $5. That's virtually 35% off. You know, pretty good discount. Anyway, we're just going to quickly flash them up on the screen. You can go to cbgitty.com, and the banner's right on the top. Click on it. You'll see all 5. Here is the Skull Sound Hole covers, designed by Shane Spiel. You get a 2-pack of them for $5. That's virtually $2.50 a piece. Yeah. Next, we have the recessed chrome jack plates, which look awesome on guitars. We've got some in use here. You can also flip them around, use them kind of inside out, upside down on canjos or diddly bows to house that jack inside there. Next, we have...
And that's a 3-pack.
3-pack!
3-pack.
For $5.
3-pack of recessed jack plates for $5.
That just doesn't sound right, folks. I ain't gonna lie. This is an amp-sized DIY box kit. Here, it's like 6x8 by 4 or so. Great size for amps and effects, other things. Hey, there's Glenn coming out the other side. What's next? Finally, number 5, a 2-pack of zebra wood
number 4.
bridges.
Number 4.
This is 4. Boy, I'm not good at this counting. Zebra wood, solid zebra wood, and finally the biscuit bridge, threaded rod bridge thing for use on resonator cones. There we go. All right, $5 Friday. Yeah. You can get one of each for virtually $25.
That's not bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
that's a great deal.
It's supposed to be through midnight tonight, but I ain't gonna lie. I ain't staying up till midnight to turn it off. So it'll be through tomorrow morning sometime when I remember over coffee. Oh yeah, I gotta turn the thing.
Some late night drinking and shopping.
Nah.
Not
oh,
that.
Yeah, you know, got to allow for it. Crazy Gitty's prices are insane. Woo! It's true.
I want to be one of those wacky inflatable arm tube guys.
He's halfway there, folks. I ain't gonna lie.
Stick a fan right up there. All right.
Whew, speaking of fans, we got to get the AC going in the juke shack. It's warming right up here.
It's dude soup in here.
Yeah, getting swampy, folks. Ain't gonna lie. So, all right. $5 Friday, we're back. I want to say you won't see Shane Spiel out there in the comments. At least I doubt you will. He is on vacation. Been on vacation for, seems like forever, you know, but a solid week. He did apparently zip lining today. He and the fam
Good for him.
zip lined across the Royal Gorge in Colorado. He sent me a video, not of the zip line, but once they were through it, looking back over.
Wow,
that's a serious natural formation there that they went zooming over. So
looks like
hey, Farley's only Viva Nova.
Farley's out there. Hey Farley, stick around. You get to see Ben and I perform some stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Mostly.
It's gonna be good.
Anyway, yeah. So
all new show, folks.
All new show. Tune in next week. Is the all new show. This is all right. So
this is a rerun.
We got This is canned. It's all canned. None of this is real. So. I see Maine Festival photos on the lineup here. Is that really next? Are we supposed to talk through them? It's not like a slideshow, right?
Yeah, it was about 10 or so in a row.
So
Yeah.
I didn't put them into
All
a
right.
video, so yeah.
So we're going to be testing ourselves to remember what was happening.
I got it.
All right,
Well,
Glenn's
here,
got it.
Let me put it so that we can actually see your faces here. You know,
Just put it over me, dude.
No, it's about them seeing it. They know what we look like.
Put it right over me.
Go.
All right, so the first one is a nice shot here of from my left to your right, or whatever. It's me, of course, Marty Tauber in the middle, and our good buddy John Matrician out there, who hopefully, he told me he's going to try to listen. He's at work, can't really watch the show, but he said he was going to try to listen. So hopefully John made it out there without the boss figuring out what's going on. But what Marty's holding there is a sign we did for him. It was John's idea. He came at me with it. It says "Wicked Retired Bucker," because of course Marty is the maker of the famous Wicked Bucker flat pickups, and recently retired from his day job. So made him a little sign. I think he was happy with it. He's got his cool blues hat on there.
It looks great.
Everybody looking happy. All right, photo 1. You take the next one, Glenn.
What do we got? So this is from
Oh, good
now.
Lord. Look at
Yeah,
that
I
lineup.
love this photo. This is I believe Todd Phillips' partner took this photo, and that's as you can see is from somebody's right to somebody's left. You got Ben, Nick, Todd, and then some tall spaghetti type guy on the far side. And Todd came all the way down from Canada.
North of Toronto.
Yeah.
Up in Ontario.
Hours.
I think he won the Came From Furthest Away prize of the day.
Hours away to come down and hang out in Naples, Maine for its inaugural Cigar Box Guitar Festival. It was just really cool. That's part of what's so cool about these festivals. I've been to York now and Chicago, and having these people just drive in from crazy distances to be a part of something that you just generally can't find in your own area. So it's really cool to have met Todd. As you can see, we're all kind of hanging out and getting on. So
it was a
good.
nice, sunny, warm day down up there, I tell you. Todd mentioned that he, his guitars either played by or signed by members of the Bare Naked Ladies.
Yeah, that's right.
Which, of course, is like one of the super bands of Canada.
That's true.
I think he said that one, was that the one that sold for $1,400 at a charity
It was
auction?
a charity auction thing. Yeah, all sorts of, doing good work up there, Todd.
Yeah.
Here we got Mr. Burton Philbrick there. He's up in Maine there. He's been busy building. He sold a bunch of builds that day. If you've watched for a while and you pay attention to the Gitty page, you can see on the lower right there. Over here. Right down.
We're working on
it. Here.
There it is.
One of his gourd amps.
Oh,
he
yeah.
uses our amp kit and a dried gourd to make an amp. Pretty cool stuff.
Very
So it's
cool.
great Burton Philbrick. Yeah, great meeting Burton Philbrick. Burt Philbrick. Up there at the Maine Festival.
Yes.
All right.
Jeffrey Ross.
Mr. Jeff Ross, J. Ross Guitars there. He's sharing a booth with Burton. Burt had one side, Jeff had the other. Some beautiful builds, some good looking stuff. It was great meeting him.
Yeah, it really was.
Buddy.
These guys had a good time. It was all smiles, and that really helps when people are smiling, and then the folk that are new to CBGs come wandering through your tent. It's better to be smiling and standing and hanging out and talking than it is to be sitting and glowering.
It's true.
It really, you gotta, so it was good. These guys did a great job getting up and being personable.
Glowering.
I'm a glower.
No, there were a lot of people really interested in, because it was Marty organized. Oh, it's Steve Richard here, showing off his lighthouse build. That's one of the lighthouses in Maine. Is that the Portland Headlight?
I think it is.
It looks like it is. Yep. Beautiful. He does great work. It was good meeting Steve. But what I was about to say is Marty organized this festival and managed to work it into an established blues festival, a weekend-long blues festival there in that town in Maine. So there were already people there. There were people coming to it, expecting to hear music, expecting to see vendors. So there was a constant flow of people throughout the day, through the little section of the park where we were set up. It really, to me, helped prove what I've been saying for a while of, if you're going to start a festival, if you can find a way to glom it on, not glom, that's the wrong word, but make it part of an established event, you have a much easier time getting people there, and the vendors will do better.
The traffic's already there.
Yeah.
You don't have to go out and drum up traffic to people who've never heard of your stuff before. The traffic's already there.
Yeah. All right. So here we got one of the performers up on the stage there in the gazebo. That's I believe Ben Logan. One man band. He was doing it to it there. Kind of kicked the day off as far as cigar box performers went. So it was good to see him there. I didn't get a chance to talk to him. Did you?
No, I didn't actually.
Yeah.
But this is a shot of him overlooking the crowd. Now you can see there's some space between the bandstand, gazebo bandstand, and the crowd. But it was for us Northern New Englanders, it was a scorcher.
It was a warm one.
So you got people underneath the tent there. It was packed tent and packed all around. So.
And then later, a bit of dancing happened there on that lawn. So it was a good time. All right, is that it?
No, got a couple more. Tom Doobie was performing.
Yeah, he was one of the performers there. Another Maine man there doing some good work.
You can flip
get it on tape. He came up towards the end of Turn the Page and started playing along.
During the jam.
That was awesome. Yeah, that was awesome.
Nice. Next up in the performers, we've got Fat Knuckle Freddy. He is the theatrical performer of the bunch. He was very high energy, liked to stomp around and climb on things and generally have a good time. So he's a pretty talented kid too.
I don't know if you can see in this shot, but playing he did a lot of his playing with 2 slides.
Sure.
I just saw Shane come in. I wanted to ask him if he's ever done that. He had 1 slide on his index finger and 1 on his pinky.
Makes the jumps from high to low to high notes real
and
quick.
he was just, they were flying around.
Yep.
And they were both full length slides.
Yeah,
they
they
weren't
were.
like little stubbies. Like,
Oh.
there was a lot of sliding going on, but awesome performance. Here's a great shot.
Yeah.
There's our guy Marty there in the front. Who's that up there
Jeff
with
Ross
him?
on the harmonica.
On harmonica.
Yeah.
So yeah, they got up there for the open jam. I was in the bathroom when all that happened.
Yeah.
I had missed it, but
I think
is that
that's
it?
it.
That's
Yeah.
it. All right.
Awesome. Thank
well,
you.
just to know, I think we got a video or something a little bit later
Yep.
to share with you as well. Whew,
Yeah, it was a lot.
talking.
Yeah. But coming up, so thank you. I just want to say again, that was, if you've read the things already, I apologize for you having to hear it again, but that festival is almost in its entirety made possible by Martin Tauber. And I want to keep talking about it, but it has to be said that Marty, with a head full of steam and a heart full of gold, put that festival together himself and made certain that he got regional performers and regional builders up there and did a great job. So thank you, Marty. That was really awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
It was nice having one, you know, it was a solid hour and a half drive, but
Yeah.
it was nice having a festival close, you know. So,
Needed beer.
yeah, there was a distinct lack of beer. Ain't gonna lie. Anyway,
So, yeah, there we go.
you got more to say?
Nah, go for it. Just want to hello to everybody and thank you for joining us.
Roustin' Chuck Ouston out there from
Ouston,
Pittsburgh.
Chuck Ouston.
Randy Pepler. Jim Morris out there, his back porch banjos.
There's my man Eddie Engel. It's good to see you, brother. Rusty
G
Taylor,
times.
Dave Gadden. All right, I'll keep you doing your thing.
All right.
Shout out to Rick Flink. He's out of the hospital and doing well.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey,
Glad
all
to
right.
hear that, Rick.
Nice.
All right, so here's a song I've been fond of for a long time, but haven't ever really tried. I mean, we worked on it for this, but it's always seemed a little not too difficult. But anyway, I don't want to overtalk.
It's a
it,
beautiful
but
tune.
It's been recorded by a lot of people. Glenn Campbell probably had the best known version of it, but written by John Hartford, and has to do with hobos and such. So of course it's near and dear to my heart. A little something called "Gentle on My Mind." We're gonna try to do it up here for you. It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk.
There we go.
That makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. Cause
You got it.
I've forgotten words and bonds and the ink stains that have dried upon some line. That keeps you on the back roads by the rivers of my memory and keeps you ever gentle on my mind. It's not clinging. Boy, I'm just having a hard time with this one,
Here we
folks.
go.
Take a little break here and I'll come in again.
Got it, dude. Good. I love it. Here we go.
Alright, here we go.
All right.
It's not clinging to the rocks and ivy planted on their columns now that bind me. Or something that somebody said because they thought we fit together walking. It's knowing that the world will not be cursing or forgiving when I walk along some railroad tracks and find that you're moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memory, when for hours you're just gentle on my mind. The wheat fields and the clotheslines and the junkyards and the highways come between us. Some of the woman's crying to her mother 'cause she turned and I was gone. I still might run in silence, tears of joy might stain my face, and summer sun might burn me till I'm blind. But not to where I cannot see you walking on the back roads by the rivers flowing gentle on my mind. I dip my cup of soup back from a gurgling, crackling cauldron in some train yard. My beard a roughing coal pile and a run of bone pass low across my face. Through cupped hands round the tin can, I pretend to hold you to my face and find that you're waving from the back roads by the rivers of my memory, ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind. Just let it end there.
That was good. I love it.
Well, thank you for sitting through that. Didn't come out exactly like it did in rehearsal.
Hey.
Like I say, it's a beautiful, beautiful song. Difficult song to play. Certainly more difficult than most that I try to squeeze out of the old brain hole. So anyway, thanks for sitting and listening.
And because he won't say it himself, I'm happy to say that I'm proud to be up here while people are challenging themselves to push the envelope and do stuff raw and real. This is not when Ben jokingly says, "Hey, it's live TV," like it's we're oftentimes winging and doing the best that we can up here. So I'm really proud of you. I think that was awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What do we got next?
What do we have next?
Why don't we run the video from our buddy Steebos?
Nice.
And then talk about a special package that arrived this week here at CB Gitty. Unexpected by me. Apparently some people knew what was going on, but it's actually visible on stage right now. Anyway, we'll be right back. Here's a video from our buddy Steebos Kalist.
Yeah.
Doing a little song.
Yeah, and everyone in this video has permission to be in the video, just so we're aware. And it was a little something he put together for a school teacher in his area.
Nice.
And it's a wonderful, wonderful video. I think you'll really enjoy it.
The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and it washed the spider out. Up came the sun and it dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and it washed the spider out. Up came the sun and it dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and it washed the spider out. Up came the sun and it dried up all the dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again.
Good stuff right there. So Glenn, what you holding there, buddy?
Well, we got a special gift from our good man Russell Taylor down in Georgia, who just so happens on September 28th, if you're in the area, on September 28th.
Show him a little look at it.
We have Georgia's International Cigar Box Guitar Festival. But here what we have is Rusty Taylor's 3-string hardtail electric cigar box guitar that he kindly sent up to us.
Using one of his custom machine bridges, 3-string hardtail bridge that he machines from scratch, you know, because as he describes himself, he's a research machinist. Sorry.
No, please, please.
You're taking, and the knob too. He made the knob as well, and I believe the string retainer.
And, yeah, I think he did. And part of what's so interesting, I'm only showing you the front for a reason. So he's got the snake oil humbucker in there. Thank you very much. Love the fret markers. I like the 12th position fret marker, something unique.
Yeah, I like that.
Always
kind of domino-esque almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always important for me, somebody like me, are the side fret markers. Tastefully placed, nice size. I think this is the string retainer, again, like Ben was saying. I think that that's something that he'll answer, obviously. He may probably machine himself. Yeah. I'm particularly fond of the headstock as it reminds me a little bit of New Hampshire. Or Vermont. It depends which way you hold it. But part of what's so cool about this, and Ben was making a comment on it, was the size of the box often turns off a lot of builders.
It's a smallish, flattish box that a lot of people would pass over.
But
Rusty figured out an awesome way.
Zenga! Look at that. Nicely done, Russell. That is it. And it's just that neck under. Not a neck over, not a neck through, but a neck under.
I've never tried that myself.
Neither have I. And
I will someday.
Yep. And I unfortunately, I can't give you the perspective on this camera, but he's got a nice taper from the heel to the headstock that is natural for the hand. This thing is buffed and polished to like a glossy finish. It's really smooth like butter. Butter. And this is totally impromptu, so I don't want to take the show to do this, but I at least want you to be able to hear what Rusty's guitar sounds like.
Oh, yeah.
Without having to rock the palace down, but...
Too late.
Let's see. Song, but
hey, that's the best part of it anyway.
Yeah. So Russ, this is awesome. Really psyched that you shared this with us, and I'm really glad that we got to share it with the rest of the community. So I think you do great work, Russell.
He does indeed. All right, if we can bring it back to the main cam. There we go. All right, so next we've got what?
Godzilla. Yes, Rock Hornet.
There it is. All right, a little bit of Watt Corner for you, everybody. Brace yourselves. Oh, look who's up on deck first off.
Hey, let's roll some Tide. It's Jim Burt.
Tide is rolling.
Jim Burt, I really want to share this because.
Hey, where'd you get that red shirt?
That's a fine red shirt he's got.
Yes, sir. I love it. Red Tide, roll Tide. If we could have pictures of every single one of you that are out there this week, that would actually be really cool, like a
montage.
A montage, but we don't. So we have however have Jim, and I really am happy.
Like every good 80s movie, we need a montage?
Yeah, see, you know. And Jim's got his books that you probably can't see, especially on a mobile device, but he's got the books that he's kindly supported this business with by purchasing the Poor Man's Cigar Box Guitar book by Shane Spiel, and at least three that I see there of Ben Gitty's songbooks. And he's even got a G-Bass kit that he built and personalized to look awesome. I believe that's all. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jim Burt, but I think that is also the one that your wife did the artwork on the front. The rat rod build? I can't remember, but nonetheless, I'm really excited to have this photo. And I don't know. We love you, Jim. So thank you very much for being part of the community.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, next up, we've got Andrew B. And what Andrew B. built was one of the mountain tenor kits that you know that we have. It's a mountain tenor acoustic box guitar kit, available in either 3 or 4 string. And it's a beautiful guitar kit. And Andrew B. did a great job on building it. He just didn't have much to say outside of the fact that he believes that it sounds fantastic. And the next photo that Nick has for you, however, you'll see one of the side panels. And Andrew has done something great. I know it doesn't look like much yet until he's got different color, contrasting colors on the same guitar. So he clearly puts more thought into his stuff than I do mine, because I'll just jam stuff together and blindly charge forward with both guns blazing. Whereas he, however, stained pieces and then put them together nicely. So he's got contrasting side panels to the top panel and personalized it, which we can't stress enough. If you get one of the kits, CB Gitty kits, please feel free to make it one of your own, like Andrew has done here. So thank you very much, Andrew, for sharing that with us. It's great to see you doing good work. Next up, we have Sam H. Sam H, also another kit. This is the G-Bass kit, and Sam writes, never even thought about doing a kit before, but this was a fun build. The body got automotive paint, the neck got true oil, and very nice. It's the he grounded the tailpiece to the jack. So these are some of the things that he did that weren't necessarily part of the kit, but his ideas that he implemented on them. So aside from putting his own creative twist on it, he grounded the tailpiece to the jack. And if you don't mind, if we can see the next image, Nick, I know I'm not doing a great job here of anything prompting and all that other jazz, but I just want you to be able to see the artwork that that Sam's done. Beautiful Route 66, and like he said, automotive paint and true oil on the neck, but automotive paint on the box. He did something which he cut the low G string on the guitar and peeled back the top winding so it would better fit into the tuner, not better fit into the tuner, but just show a cleaner look around the tuner. And then lastly, he used small screws to secure the top of the box, the lid to the box, as opposed to gluing it so that he could get back inside of it if he ever felt like it. But all around, I just want to say, Sam, you're doing great work, and thank you for sharing that with us. Next up, we have Chris S., who did a bento box ukulele. Loving it. Also personalized it. Another CB Gitty kit. Did a great job personalizing it. Great paint job. And it has I think it's a Madame Butterfly artwork on the headstock and the body. And Chris writes, it's a pretty simple kit, and had I not been worried about decorating it, I could have done it in an afternoon. And I think that's very important to realize, is the kits here, we're not asking to go out and buy a whole new shop full of tools and have all sorts of crazy skills underneath your belt. These are pretty simple kits that you can put together, assemble, and have your own fully playable musical instrument in no time. And I think these guys, Andrew, Sam, and Chris, have all done a great job of demonstrating that. Next up, we have from Zeke. Speaking of kits, I'm actually pretty excited about this because I don't see enough people assembling these and sending pictures of them into us. And Zeke writes, great item, fun build. The 12-inch bench tool organizer is a great product and simple to build. Thank you very much, Zeke. That is a Ben Gitty original right there. The laser cut pieces go together perfectly, and the nut bolt fasteners really do secure the pieces together well. I stained mine in honey oak with red mahogany as a contrasting color. So, since I wanted the colors to be seen, I did not have all of my tools in the organizer in the pick, but I lined them up and they're ready to go. I highly recommend this kit. Thanks, Gitty. And thank you, Zeke, for sharing that with us. I'm really excited that you got some joy out of putting that together, and it's as a good use in your workshop. Next up, we've got Bart B. Now, Bart, this is some interesting stuff. You may have take a second to wrap your head around what you're looking at here. But Bart B writes, flying commercial is often a challenge for those or for someone who wants to check your prized cigar box guitar. So going through baggage claims and whatnot. Recently, I purchased a flight which allows no carry-on except what I could fit under the seat in front of me. So I accepted the challenge to build a new guitar with a neck that folds with a beefy hinge. That's what you see here. You see the back side of his cigar box body with a folding neck. I know it's not like, yeah, you've seen this probably before, but this is his version of it. And the next picture that Nick has for you, you can see here that it's fully folded. And Bart B writes, but would it hold tension? These are the questions he's asking of himself. Would it hold tension? Would it stay in tune? Well, it did, and the folded dimensions are 18.5 inches by 6.5 inches on a 23-inch scale guitar. Again, 18.5 by 6.5. Great job. I love it, Bart B. Way to take your handmade musical life with you on your planes, internationally, overseas, on commercial flights. Great stuff. Thank you for sharing that with us, Bart. I think it's a really cool job. Next up, almost done here. Now, we shared a little bit from Bill in May, I think May 10th of that Gitty Gang show. And Bill was writing at that time about, he builds all sorts of mandolins and guitars, but he was just trying some more folk art type stuff here. And he writes, I love to read about fighter jet pilots. Stephen Kuntz, in his opinion, Bill's opinion, is the best. Was a fighter pilot and wrote about his amazing adventure with a bi-wing plane that he bought and flew to every state in the USA. This inspired me to create a miniature copy of his plane, which you can see here is I think it's a ukulele size. It's got an electric pickup in there. It's a fully playable instrument done like a bi-wing plane. And Bill was kind enough to point out that he's still building. He just turned 90 this month. And I think that's really cool. So I don't know if you're out there, Bill, but I gotta admit, I'm really psyched that you're supporting us and you're supporting your handmade musical love by building really cool stuff like that. So thank you, Bill. And last up, we've got from Terry. She writes, I heard the song Sleepwalk and decided I wanted to learn to play a slide guitar. The hardest part of the DIY project, which she bought from CB Gitty Craft Supply, was carving out the neck to fit in the cigar box, but I simplified the process and I'm very happy with my guitar and will probably build another one. And she ends it with this, and I think it's the most important point. To encourage others, know that I am a 57-year-old wife and mom. And I love that, Terry. Good for you, good on you. Great job on that kit, great job on that guitar, and great job for taking things by the horns and making these, whatever it is that you want happen. And I love it. I love seeing the women on the show, and I love the fact that you're out there doing your thing. So thank you very much. That has been ba-da-bum-bum-bum, ba-dum-bum. Walk corner.
Wah, wah, wah. No.
Hey!
Wrong sound effect.
All I get is best. I don't know there. All I get is best. I don't know. All I get is best. I don't know there. All I get is best. Gonna never get so here I go. Oh yeah. That's right, yeah, with no thrill. And I gave my love a book, you know, she gotta read a little bit. That can't be read, that's
That's cool.
Just a sampling, a taster, if you will, of some of the goodness happening up at the Inaugural Maine Cigar Box Guitar Festival last weekend.
Yeah, buddy.
Good
Yeah.
stuff. That was Fat Knuckle Freddy there at the end. He moves around
He does.
a lot more than I do on stage, but I think he's been at it a little longer.
He's an entertainer.
Yes. I just wanted to say, you know, songbooks, of course, have been a topic of discussion frequently on the show because they're one of the main things I've been focusing on for the past, feels like, a year? A good while. Anyway, you know about the complete Celtic Compendium 2-volume set, 177 songs, almost 600 pages total. Gonna do a few more of this 2-volume spiral bound edition, I think. I'm still deciding because it takes a lot of work to print, punch, bind, and do all of these. Because the alternative that I wanted to show, these aren't on sale yet, but these are a single volume, pretty hefty single volume, glue bound, you know, like a regular book, that all the other songbooks have started as the spiral bound and then gone over to this. I'm still deciding. It's handy to have it all in one collection. But what do you guys think? I know some folks really like the spiral bound because they lay flat, but the convenience. Unfortunately, doing a spiral bound of the whole thing, it's just too many pages to be effective. So. Brad Barbula is saying he likes the spiral bound stuff. I know that's a lot of people do, but being able to have everything in one hefty but convenient volume.
177 songs.
Yeah, it's 580 pages. There's a lot of stuff.
You can hear the fatigue in his voice too. Just like
it's been a labor of love, folks. It hasn't shortened my lifespan at all. But actually right now, one of the reasons I might sound slightly fatigued is that I'm basically taking this book, the whole damn thing, going back through it, taking the cigar box guitar tablature back out, because this is, you can't see, but it's all tablature, 3-string tab. Taking all of that back out and reformatting it with just the lyrics and the chords, and I'm creating and putting in 6-string guitar chord forms, because what I want to create is a session, like a singing session reference work, or if you just like Irish and Scottish and sea shanties, you know, a personal reference work for front porch picking, back porch picking, jam sessions, singing sessions, campfire, you know, the complete Irish, just chords and words. Not worrying about picking any melodies, just strumming, which is what, honestly, when I go to a session, I'm strumming.
Right.
I'm not picking melodies. I'm strumming chords. So I'm about 70 songs in on that of the 170. I'm almost at 70. So yeah, feeling a little songbook fatigue, but keeping at it, by God, because hey, what else am I gonna do? You know, right?
Biting our tongues on some other things, but yeah.
Yeah, like all those kits I keep talking about.
No, I'm just people taking your ideas, but you know.
So we're gonna try another song here, and I'm hoping. I realized what I did wrong or what happened on "Gentle on My Mind," is that I don't have the words memorized yet. So in the rehearsal, I was looking directly at the words and doing all right. I was trying to look at the camera more and kept losing my place.
I didn't even bother with that. I was looking straight at the corner.
It all went straight to. So anyway, this is one you might recognize. And we're going to try to do it upright here. Mama told me when I was young, come sit beside me, my only son, and listen closely to what I say. And if you do this, it'll help you some sunny day. Take your time, don't live too fast, troubles will come, and they will pass. Go find a woman, and you'll find love, and don't forget, son, there is someone up above. Be a simple kind of man, and be something love and understand. Or be a simple kind of find yourself. Follow your heart, nothing else. Oh, you can do this, oh baby, if you try. All that I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man, and be something love and understand, and be a simple kind of man. Don't you do this for me, son, if you can. Oh, won't you do this for me, son, if you can.
Snuck it in.
All right, well, thank you. I see some people saying nice things, and certainly appreciate that. That one, I didn't have to look at the words as much, because I know it a little better. Been listening to that one since I was just a wee little one.
Yeah.
Sure, and I have. All right, well, thank you. That's, I think, the majority.
Let me get on my thing.
About the majority of what we have for this week's Gitty Gang show. Again, happy first day of summer to you, summer solstice. We all hope and trust good things ahead. Our good buddy AJ Gaither dealing with a little bit of high water when he woke up this morning, I saw, but apparently the van is running and he's back to making kazoos, so tell you what, that boy takes a licking and just keeps on a-picking. I tell you what, I got the wrong guitar. I can't play the theme song on that.
So upcoming we have on, it's going to be a little while, but August 3rd, we have the Ozark Cigar Box Guitar Festival in Warsaw, Missouri. August 24th, Pennsylvania Cigar Box Guitar Festival in York, Pennsylvania. And what else? We got September 28th, the 3rd, 4th, or 5th. Sorry, I keep forgetting. Georgia International.
Third. It's the third.
And I'm trying to talk and play. It's never a good sign.
Doing great, folks. I'm trying to see how long you can keep it going.
Yes, and Gar is going to the Georgia Fest.
Send us in your video, please. Photos.
Nice.
Hey, we sang this on the stage there at the Maine Cigar Box Guitar Festival. First time it's been performed outside of this room, I'm pretty sure. Well, it's the Gitty Gang show on Cigar Box Station TV. Said the Gitty Gang show on Cigar Box Station TV. And came to you live from CB Gitty. Box and some string.
There it is.
All you need is a box and some string, and you put them all together on a ring. Said the Gitty Gang show,
Gitty Gang show,
it's Gitty Gang show, Gitty Gang show, Gitty Gang show,
Gitty Gang show,
said the Gitty Gang show, oh, oh.
Gitty Gang show.
It's the Gitty Gang show on Cigar Box Station, baby.
Now we're talking. Come on.
You come on there, Slappy McSlap.
Bass player. Barely.
Give me one.
Oh.
Wake up! All right.
All right, thank you very much.
Keep it going.